In Lesson 12, we're going to introduce you to just a variant of Lesson 11's legal move. In Lesson 11, you learned that you could add a zero pair to create legal moves to solve the equation. We're going to just give you a different version of that today. So you'll see our first problem is exactly the same problem we started Lesson 11 with. We had two blue pawns on the left side, and we had a star and a 6 on the right side. And in Lesson 11, you learned that you could add a zero pair to this left side so that you would create a white pawn to remove from each side. You found that x was worth 2. We're going to take that same equation, and I just want to show you a different legal move that uses zero pairs, and you'll get the same outcome. So here, I need to get rid of this white pawn because I want the constant or the cube by itself. Well, what is missing from this white pawn to create a zero pair? Well, I'm missing a blue pawn. So if I move a blue pawn onto this side, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So I can create a blue pawn. I can add a blue pawn to each side, which creates this zero pair. Because this is a zero pair, I can remove that zero pair, and now I have 3 blue pawns is equal to 6. And so x is 2 and star is -2. And my check would go back to my original, so I'm going to take away that blue pawn and put this white pawn back up. 2 plus 2 is 4. -2 plus 6 is also 4. So 4 equals 4, check. So our new legal move is you can add a blue pawn to each side, or you could add a white pawn to each side, and it doesn't change the value of the equation. Let's try a new equation. We have 3 stars and a 20. Now I don't have a 20 cube, but you can find any combination of cubes to equal 20. I'm just going to use 2 10s, but you could use a 5 and a 10, whatever you would want to use as a combination, as long as you have 20 on that side. And then I have 2 blue pawns. So you know in algebra, you're trying to get the variables or the pawns on one side and the cubes on the other side. So I really want to work to get these 3 white pawns gone so that I just have my cubes. Now in Lesson 11, you learned that I could have added 0 pairs to this right side, 3 0 pairs, and then remove the white ones. But today you're learning another version is I could add what's missing to create a 0 pair, and what's missing is a blue pawn. But for every blue pawn I add to one side, I have to add a blue pawn to the other side. So I want to add as many blue pawns as I need to pair up with those white pawns so that I create these 0 pairs. Because these are 0 pairs, now I can remove them from the equation. I'll remove these 0 pairs. That means I'll have the cubes by themselves. So I have 20 equals some number plus itself 5 times, or 5 times something is 20. Well, I know that 5 times 4 is 20, so if my x is 4, my star is -4. Now I want to build back my original equation. So I'm putting my 3 stars back. I still have my 20 cube, and then on this side, I just need those 2 blue x's, or 2 blue pawns. So I have -4 plus -4 plus -4, that's -12. -12 plus 20 is 8. 4 plus 4 is also 8. So 8 equals 8. So today you learned that I could add pawns to each side to create 0 pairs, to create legal moves to solve the equation.